flown to a hospital. Once there, doctors carefully removed the rest of the board, and Darius went on to make a full recovery. Thank God they didn't screw up. Cray Leray. Anyone who drives knows what a pain breaking down on the side of the road can be. But what if your car broke down in the middle of the Sahara Desert, you had no phone, and only a few days of food and water? This wasn't a hypothetical question, but a stark reality Emile Leray had to face back in 1993. This adventurous French electrician had decided to take his trusty Citroën 2CV out exploring across Morocco. When a military blockade barred him from heading the way he wanted to go, Emile took his car off-road and decided to go around the blockade rather than turning back. Big mistake. For a short while, the tough little vehicle withstood the harsh desert landscape. Then, Emile hit a stone hard, and everything groaned to an unrepairable standstill. Though he had some basic knowledge of the area, Emile was unsure where the nearest village was. It was too far to hike. So instead of panicking, he came up with a crazy plan. Using his engineering skills, he'd transform his broken car into a motorbike. Emile went into survival mode, eating less, drinking less, and focusing purely on the task at hand. First, he removed the shell of the car and used it as a base to store things in. Then, using pieces of it as makeshift tools, he pulled off bits of his car, bent thinner parts, drilled holes using pieces of metal, and salvaged screws, and slowly but surely built something resembling a bike. He worked through intense heat and even raging sandstorms, which he was forced to shelter from in the car's shell. After 12 arduous days, just as he was on his last drops of water, Emile finished his makeshift vehicle. He climbed aboard, hit the gas, and with immense relief rode back across the barren sands towards civilization. But as he triumphantly reached the Moroccan city of Tantan, the police immediately fined him around $1,000 for driving an illegal vehicle. Not exactly the welcome back from the brink party I bet he was hoping for. Carnage. While Emile Leray is a pro at creating vehicles, it seems there are a lot more people out there that are pros at destroying them. Take this Australian driver, for example, who didn't properly secure his load of corrugated metal to the back of his truck before setting off. After braking a little too hard, the metal sheet smashed his back window and ran through the entire left-hand side of the vehicle. This guy is so lucky he was in a right-hand drive car, or these photos would look like they belong in an episode of CSI. It's spine-chilling just to think about it. But if you're scared of heights, I've got something even more freaky for you. This picture was taken back in 2006, just outside of Hurricane City, Utah, on State Highway 59. Seems like a fairly standard road accident, right? However, if I zoom out a bit, you'll see it's anything but. For a start, the truck was going so fast it not only smashed through the guardrail and off the road, but launched up in the air and flipped 180 degrees. And it's a good job it did, because otherwise it would have fallen down this. Yep, the driver in that truck vaulted at high speed right over a huge gaping chasm and onto the other side, mere inches away from the stomach-churning drop below. Somehow, both driver and passenger survived with only a few cuts and bruises. I'm not really sure why they call it reckless driving, when the car always ends up wrecked. Sniper survivor. There aren't many situations more dangerous than all-out war, so soldiers are trained to expect life-threatening scenarios and deal with them appropriately. Even so, what U.S. Marine Sam Arnold survived in Afghanistan back in 2013 is almost impossible to believe. While scoping out a location, Sam's squad heard gunfire and decided to investigate. Then, this happened.
Okay, why is this?
Holy cow. A sniper in the distance fired straight at